Why are my thyroid symptoms so devastating? We have to understand that the thyroid is the master control gland in the body. It literally affects every single cell in your body. And so symptoms of hypothyroidism can range anything from just fatigue, your hair falling out, your skin being dry, your nails being brittle. It can cause constipation, depression. These symptoms can be very widespread because of how much the thyroid affects. So most people that start to develop these symptoms, they go to their doctor. Their doctor says, well, it sounds like you have a thyroid problem. Let's run some basic testing. And this is where my frustration starts, because typically they're only looking at TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, and free T4. And so they're getting a very incomplete look at overall thyroid function. But in most cases, that TSH will come back high, that free T4 will come back low, and then they put you on what they call thyroid medication. First off, we need to understand that levothyroxine and Synthroid, it does absolutely nothing to support your thyroid. It, in reality, is just hormone replacement therapy. And so those are synthetic forms of T4. Now, there are some instances where they will prescribe a synthetic T3 hormone if you're not converting that T4 into T3. But remember that 90% of thyroid problems stem from the immune system attacking the thyroid. So very important to make sure that you're getting your thyroid antibodies checked. If your doctor's not willing to get those thyroid antibodies checked, reach out to us. That is definitely something that we can do regardless of where you are in the country. But the second thing is getting a comprehensive look at your thyroid panel. So looking at TSH, free and total T4, free and total T3, T3 uptake, free thyroxine index, and reverse T3. It is very important to look at all of those markers so we can better determine why it is that you're still struggling with these thyroid symptoms. Now, in our thyroid panel, we also run a full iron panel because iron and ferritin is very important for thyroid function. We look at your stress hormones, cortisol and DHEA, because your stress hormones can negatively impact your thyroid function. And so, again, not only do you need a comprehensive look at your thyroid, you need to rule out Hashimoto's, so you need to get those thyroid antibodies checked. But there's also a lot of other things that you can look at to, again, help you better determine why it is that you're having the symptoms that you're having. Going to a doctor that's only willing to look at TSH and free T4 and only recommend things like levothyroxine and Synthroid, it's going to create a very incomplete treatment program, which with most people, especially females that deal with hypothyroidism, it's a lifelong disease process because you haven't found a doctor like myself that understands all the physiology surrounding your thyroid and what it takes to normalize function.